Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. We get to talk more football. Going to be focusing on the Detroit Lions and their signing of free agent guard Evan Heim. So Heim, basically due to COVID-19, especially last season where they did not have a regular traditional off season, which really hurt those who did not get drafted. And so guys like Evan Heim didn't even get an opportunity to showcase what they could do in front of an NFL team. So he had to wait an entire year to get an opportunity to come on to the Detroit Lions and be able to show, hey, I want to be a part of this roster. So we'll see how he does in terms of, on camp, well, in camp, I should say, training camp, mini camp, voluntary, all of that stuff. But yeah, so Detroit announced this afternoon that they're signing the former Minnesota State offensive guard Evan Heim. And so obviously being a small school prospect in the 2020 draft, they go on to stay here and graduating from Minnesota State. The Mankato with a degree in finance, December of 2019. He reportedly was contacted by 28 of 32 teams during the recruitment process, and his path to the NFL was derailed by COVID, as I mentioned earlier. For a small school prospect like Heim, pro days are key, but his was unfortunately canceled prior to the draft. I mean, we all remember everything was being canceled left and right. I believe this was around the time of right before March Madness was supposed to take place in college hoops. Even before that, when the conference tournaments were supposed to take place, everything just started getting canceled one by one. So obviously, this also was impacted as well. So without a pro day, there's no way for him to be able to impress the scouts enough for them to select him in the draft without being from a bigger school. So that messed up his plans there. And as he stays here, putting in all the work from January up to the draft, and even before January, this is a lifelong dream. This is something you work towards, high school, maybe even middle school, college, and just to get your opportunity and then to have it taken away from you. We're not even talking about due to an injury here. We're just talking about something that is completely out of his control. So that had to be tough for him, and not just him, other guys who also went undrafted or had their stock hurt because of that. But this year he's going to get that opportunity to showcase his skills, participating in the University of Minnesota. Well, he participated in University of Minnesota's Pro Day back in April. So, and now he's going to get to show the Detroit Lions and what he can actually do. I mean, he's measured in at 6'4", 305 pounds back in his college days. So we'll see if he's still around that 305 range, but he should be. And if not, it's just a matter of getting back in playing shape. In 2019, Minnesota State Mavericks, they set the school record for rushing over 4,000 yards, 4,200 yards, rushing, 59 rushing touchdowns, all behind Himes and the rest of the offensive line. And over his 4-year college career, he started 43 games at left tackle and 11 at right tackle. So he has that flexibility as well. And then his senior year, he was named to the first team All-American in Division II. So he's definitely showed some stuff that makes you say, okay, let's bring him in and let's see what he can do. I mean, there's plenty of ways that they can utilize him on this offensive line, given they're very short at depth at the interior of the offensive line, as you can see here. But definitely presents a chance for him to show the coaching staff, he belongs. So this is definitely going to be a guy to keep an eye on. A very intriguing prospect, and definitely going to be rooting for him to have the best success possible. And hey, we'll see how things pan out for him. Just like everybody else is going to be looking to make the roster. So yeah, but definitely appreciate you guys tuning in for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, as more news continues to drop, you can be sure to find it here. So thanks again for watching and have a great rest of your day.